MLB Network coming your way from Tropicana Field here in St. Petersburg, Florida. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Ryan Yarbrough is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. What's your take on him, Dan?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. Solid win total from last year, and he'd like to win a whole bunch of games in this new season. He's a good pitcher, and he normally pitches good at the beginning of the season, and he rides that storm out all the way through the end. It'll be interesting to see what kind of start he gets off to this year.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in just trying to get their feet wet here in this new campaign as they've split their first 4 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, Dero, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
And they'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Dero, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Here comes the first pitch. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, Dero, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance. If you think there's any justice in the game, watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give him anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging. Infield shifts now. They'll overload to the right with the shortstop on the other side of the second base bag. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, that pitch was like a backdoor cutter, if you will. It starts well off the plate and almost cuts back to the corner. That's a tough pitch to hit if you could throw it for a strike.
Heading out towards shallow right. Renfroe will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Dahl stands at second with 2 gone. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. The 1-2 pitch. Weakly hit to third. Gonna be a tough play, and he'll tag the runner coming by, at least make him throw it, and the inning is over. 1 left for Colorado. And now the Rays look. Chad Bettis, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
Striding in, number 25. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Behind 0-2 now. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Desmond moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now a moment here in St. Pete for a glance at the Rays starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Brandon Lowe. Yesterday he really carried the team as he drove in 3 of the team's 4 runs. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese, middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Into the box now, Austin Meadows. Line toward the gap in left center. Dahl is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Hunter.
Into the box now, Hunter Renfroe. Career numbers against Bettis. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Bettis, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
A runner on first with 2 away. And before the 0-2 pitch, he'll step out of the box here to regroup. The 0-2 once more. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Liner in there for a base hit.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
Coming to the plate now, Ji-Man Choi. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses inside 1-0. Low over at second. Renfroe at first, 2 out in the inning. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Low rounds third and is digging for the plate, and he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Stepping in now, Willy Adames. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
Hit the other way out toward right field. After it is Blackmon. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark. Here's Daniel Murphy now.
Leading off for the Rockies, the first baseman, number 9, Daniel Murphy.
Here comes the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. Adames brings it in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The second baseman.
Now to the plate, Brendan Rodgers. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try.
Oh, and he misses it. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play.
McMahon.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Rodgers at second with 2 down. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to find the seam as it scoots through on the carpet for extra bases. He's in at second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
The catcher,
stepping up now, Dom Nunez. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at 1.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Digging in, Charlie Blackmon. He popped out in his first trip. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And now it'll kick around in the corner. He pulls into third safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and a couple. Into the box now, Joey Wendell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Wendell.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And let me tell you about outfielder Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackmon. One of the best in the business out there, covering a ton of room in the outfield, gap to gap with one of the most accurate arms in the game.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And that misses 1-1.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Career numbers against Bettis. He's 2 for 3.
Kiermaier.
First delivery to him on the way. Hard ground ball to third. Arenado has it. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. Our score remains 2-1.
Nolan
drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Here's ball 1 now to the Rockies' third baseman. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Takes this the other way to right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
The first baseman, number 9.
Digging in to try it again, Daniel Murphy. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A ball and no strikes. And a real chess match going on over there at first now as he steps off to stare him back. Story, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. 1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And another snap throw to the bag. And the runner back safely. And again, he'll snap one over to first, being especially careful here. Swing and a liner. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Rockies are down quietly. They lead it 2-1. Digging in now, number 25. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The third baseman, number 25.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Well hit to right, but foul. The 1-1 home. Back up the middle. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the third inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tries to get him to reach again.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. The 1-2. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Austin Meadows. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Desmond is there to put it away for out number 2.
The right fielder,
stepping
10.
into the box, Hunter Renfroe. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to Murphy. He'll take care of him, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Tampa. They still trail it here. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said there is nothing prettier than frozen rope after frozen rope, and that is exactly what he's getting right now. The data says they've hit 8 line drives as a team in this one, some resulting in outs, but obviously that's a good sign for them going forward.
Thank you, Heidi. The windup and the 0-1. Base hit, line drive into the corner.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager out to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Oral Kim answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Oral Kim.
From the stretch, and a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Hit in the air out to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. One away.
The batter.
Now at the plate, Ryan McMahon. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. But this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now batting.
Now in the box, Dom Nunez. He drew a walk his first time up. In there at the knees, strike one. Hit on the ground to short. Adames scoops it up. Oh, what a stop on the slide. What a play. Rockies strand one. They still lead it 2-1. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit.
Leading off for the Rays, the first baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field. Dahl is right there. One down.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Standing in now, Willy Adames. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
And the pitch. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. To short, hit hard. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up. Then it goes to first, and it's not in time.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision because the throw was down the first base line. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
A veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Adames, base runner at first with 1 out. He's running. Strike taken to throw. The tag, and he is out. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unintentional. Digging in and looking for more, Charlie Blackmon.
Leading off for Colorado, the right fielder, number 19.